I've got an electric meat grinder from Aobosi, and I am going to process a deer. The reason I'm doing it is I want to eat better. So we processed a deer the other day by hand, first time ever. I didn't video it because it was bad. And we've got chickens. We want to eat healthy and live healthy. So we got a Great Pyrenees. This Great Pyrenees right here eats a lot of food. So I thought, hey, I should probably feed him better and me better. So we were processing our own deer. The other thing is I've got this guy right here, this black lab, Finn. Finn is probably, I don't know, maybe 14 years old. And while he has killed more chickens than any other predator, he's a good dog. So we got our eggs, we eat healthy, but Finn has got lumps like most dogs get. And some people say it could be the food or the not really food that we give them. So I thought, well, I have time and I like to hunt and I like to do self-sufficient stuff, so I can probably grind up some food and see what I can do for him. So we got a deer, got it all processed, put it in bags. My goal is to get it through this guy and then crock pot the ground beef. Now, not all of it's gonna go through there because some of it is pretty good meat, like tenderloins and stuff. So the first thing you need to know is this thing is really easy to put together. You just slide this guy in at an angle right here. You'll see there's a silver bit on this side that fits into the slide for this guy. So you put it in sideways and then twist it and it locks in place. This tray on top, you don't have to have it, but it just keeps food from splattering. It comes with whole sizes. So you got fine, medium, and then the large is already in there. And then this guy, I don't know what it is. I do know you're supposed to cut it 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters by 60 millimeters, which is basically 1 inch by 1 inch by 3 inches. So basically small cubes. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut this meat up and then I'm gonna drop it in here. I'll show you guys what I'm doing there. And then I'm gonna put it in here to, cook it. All right, so here's the deer. I love it, it's super red. That means it's super fresh. And this is about the size you wanna go. I'm just gonna take a bunch of these, cut them up. And I did not do a great job taking all the fat off. I just figured, whatever, we'll just do it and see how it goes. This is my first time. Sometimes you just got to do a thing in order to learn a thing, like processing that deer. Not as hard as I thought, but not as easy as the videos made it look. So anyway, I'm going to fill this guy up with this meat, and then I will run it through the electric grinder. But wait, Andy, are you going to put the fat and stuff through? Yeah, I'm just going to cut this stuff up and put it all through. Well, all the meat I could get out of the deer and some of its organs are going to go through this thing. And per the recommendations of almost everybody, I did leave this in the refrigerator overnight, so it would be easier to cut and not get stuck as it goes through there. They said it works better if it's a little bit on the chilled side. There we go, got a bunch of meat cut up. I'm gonna take this bad boy. That was actually 2 bags, 2 plastic wrap bags of meat. So this is gonna make a lot, I love it. And it's all the stuff that I don't think I would eat. It's got too much fat and sinew and all that on it. I'm gonna drop it down here. Well, turn it on, drop it down here. It should come out and sit. And then I'll fill it up in the crock pots. All right, here we go, guys. Plugged in, simply turn it on. Put some of the meat. There's a plunger. Super simple. I'm gonna do the rest without you. All right, not bad. Finn's super interested. If you put too much of this fat through, it will get a bit hard to do, so watch out for that. Now, as I'm doing this, my son Evan said, hey, so why are you grinding it up? I was like, dogs can eat it and I can eat it. So he said, well, if you've already cut it up, why don't you just crock pot it and give it to them because they're dogs. They don't care. So, I'm gonna try 2 different things. I'm gonna grind some more up and I'll put it in the crock pot, but I'm also just gonna put this straight in there. And because yeah, he's right. They're just dogs. They don't care how it is. Now, I want some of it ground up. I wanna see how that goes. So some of this is for me. All right, so you can see this guy spinning down there. It just pulls the meat in. So here is a trick. If you got some harder stuff, basically you just need to cut it up small enough that it drops in. So I'm gonna cut my stuff smaller, but it's gonna drop in. That spindle is gonna push it forward through the blades right here. And then this, of course, give it some sort of stringy texture because of the, the screen. So Yeah, it just goes right in there and pushes through. So you can drop less in there rather than clogging it all the way up. Just drop them in a little bit at a time and it does just fine. All right, next thing I learned, I am just going to dump the fatter bits directly into this crock pot. I'll put some meat in there too, but it doesn't like it's getting chunked up. So I am going to mix this also with some ground beef, so it'll have some more fat to it. But yeah, you know, you live and you learn. If you don't try, you won't know. And if you don't know, then you'll never do. So do something, even if it's not exactly right. And I'll keep going. All right, here's where we're at. I got 2 of the back straps. I took off that silvery fat from them, just slid the knife underneath it. A little bit easier when it's cool like this. Anyway, I'm gonna throw those into the air fryer or the grill, one of those. And I have got these guys cooking out here. Not everyone in my family enjoys the smell of cooking meat, so I'm bringing this outside. I've just got 3 crock pots set up on low temperature, poured some water in there, and I'm letting them go, cook it up, and see how I like it and how these guys like it. Put a couple of the steaks through to get cooked, and we'll eat that in a second. The cleanup on this guy was pretty fast and simple. Basically, it comes all the way apart. This is the screw that just pushes the food through, and then here's your blade, and there's the sizing chamber. So the hardest part really was just get the water hot enough and then scrape out this inside. So you see how that's ribbed? A lot of the fat got stuck in there, and I would not put that down your sink. I would reach in, pull it out, and throw it in the trash. But yeah, cleanup was pretty fast, and looking forward to seeing how this thing goes. All right, Ollie is chewing down his plate. I got a little bit extra in there. Everybody so far loves it. It's probably a little too hot for them, but they couldn't wait. They were sitting here drooling. There's Finn licking the bowl. So it worked. They liked it. I mean, I kind of expected them to. It's meat, and dogs eat meat. I'll still feed them the other stuff. This is just my attempt for them and me to eat something a little bit more known. Well, I suppose deer is unknown. Who knows what it's eating? But at least it's not GMO corn. Well, actually, it could be corn, GMO corn, because people feed deer all over the place. So who knows? Is it healthier? Man, I don't know. Is it worth it? We'll see. I'll do it for a bit. I mean, obviously, I can only hunt during hunting season, but I like it.